You might not know it, but there's a stream flowing through there. It's a thicket of native shrubbery, serviceberry, Indian plum, flowering currant, evergreen huckleberries, as well as a lot of volunteers, blackberries, horsetail, field bindweed, and it has to go. It should be cleaned up and thinned by capable professionals, and I happen to know a couple. Next week, we're going to come in, remove the undesirables, clean up the native, have all the brush hauled away, and restore an asset for the visitors to Langley and the residents.
Gentlemen, start your engines. And they're off. And it begins. What are you finding down there, Max?
I think there's a body.
A body of water.
Body of water. Proprietary techniques will be revealed. This seems like the worst access of all of it. So, kind of where we started. Yeah. And if you want, take a walk all the way around. It starts here, comes to the U.S. Bank parking lot.
Started to stand up and realized I couldn't.
I know, once you're in here.
It's like, well, we're not going to do that.
Yes.
Okay, all right, it's starting to collapse.
Fine. I'm not worried.
Oh, nice. It's going to be the most awesome 30 seconds in Robbie's quit. You want to come out and probably focus, and when we get done, this has to look pretty. Yeah. That'd be awesome.
You admiring some of the foliage here?
Oh, yeah. It's all admirable. Even the stuff we don't want.
No, these blackberries are gorgeous.
Just opening it up a little bit. I'll be able to see the stream maybe from my windows now. Over there.
Okay. Great.
Cool.
And as soon as possible, everybody who gets on the other side of the curb, like Barb, gets lunch. So do what you can to get in and be on the space.
Just like this.
Hi, Fran.
Hi.
This is Fran Abel, and you've got a little bit of background on the stream for us.
I do. I did the landscape design for Langley Village, and at the time we did the Langley Village, we also did the stream.
And what year would that have been?
Oh, my. Probably at least 25 years ago. Mm-hmm. Something like that.
Yeah. Been a long time.
It has.
Yeah, I remember when it was a meadow just before that
I
happened.
remember that too, and I remember the uproar about building Langley Village.
Yeah, I remember the beautiful meadow with that rusty barbed wire fence that ran along 2nd Street.
Yeah, we all loved it.
But here we are. You can't stop change.
No, and actually it's a nice little village.
Yeah.
I particularly like the colors that are coming into the buildings.
Yes.
The purples and greens and oranges. I think that's fun.
It is. It's a lot of fun. And, there's some nice spaces in there.
Yeah, there are.
Yeah. So back to,
Yes.
you designed this.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I didn't install it, and it never got maintained.
Yeah.
So almost from day one, it kind of just started deteriorating, which is sad.
Yeah.
Because the stream is so important to Langley, and it would be so nice to have it daylighted the whole way.
Oh, absolutely.
The whole way.
Yeah, it's interesting. Along the alleyway, you can hear the stream.
But you can't see it.
Yes.
I know, it's sad.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of nice natives in here. There's wild currant and huckleberry and vine maples, and there's some redwood dogwood, and there's just lots of native, lots of ferns. So once we can get the blackberries out of there and the horsetail, well, the horsetail's actually a native. It's just not one people love.
It just
and
goes
it will
crazy.
be back.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no
So-
stopping it. And it can be
Well,
attractive.
and this is it can, and this is actually its natural habitat. So this is a good place for it.
Yeah. Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, you just don't want it in your ornamental garden.
Right, yeah.
But one thing I tell my clients about horsetails, learn to love it because it's pretty impossible to get rid of. So
Yeah, the roots just
very deep.
very deep, yeah, like
Yeah.
40 feet.
I've heard that. I don't know.
I heard about a road crew that were excavating and they found roots that deep.
Right. And I remember years ago trying to figure out how to get rid of it because everybody was so bothered by it, and they would spray it.
Oh.
And it would get bigger and bigger and tougher. And so I remember Ron Meacham, who worked for the Department of Agriculture here in the county. Well, he said, love it to death.
Yeah.
Because if you give it fertile soil, it's not happy.
Oh,
And dry the soil out. Dry it out and love it to death. Well, at least that's been my observation.
So tell me a little bit about your original vision.
My original vision is it would be a wildlife habitat.
Oh, uh-huh.
And also beautiful, that you could look down into the stream and it would be a rippling little stream with natives growing along the side, just like in the mountains when you go for a hike.
And you chose the dogwoods and such that are in there, I imagine.
Yes, yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, so it really mostly is all natives if we can get back to them.
Yeah.
Get that blackberry out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of them bloom and a lot of them have berries. So it's good nesting, it's good food.
Uh-huh.
It's a great
Birds and deer and
yeah, all those critters should like it, including all of our rabbits.
yeah. Oh, good.
It's a drinking fountain too.
Yes.
And it would be nice to be able to see the birds bathing in the water if the birds could get to the stream again.
Yeah.
That's
That would be
always
beautiful.
really wonderful. Yeah.
Well, terrific. Do you have anything to add?
I'm just delighted. I'm delighted at this project, watching all these people do this. Barton Cole has been fabulous putting this together, and the city's been cooperative. I'm just as pleased as I can be because it's long overdue.
Yes.
And Barton spearheaded this, and how wonderful.
Yeah, a lot of people have donated to the cause.
They have, and it just is one more way that we love our town. It would be wonderful if we went all the way from the middle school to the Sound and had a stream we could all wander along and watch wildlife and listen to water running.
Well, so a walking path would make sense.
It would be wonderful.
Yeah.
That would really be wonderful. I'd love to see that and get a nice little path right all the way to the middle school.
Well, that was fun. Thank you, friend.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for being here this morning.
Yeah, my delight.
Well, this is looking substantially different than this morning when we started. And I don't think we could have done it without that great lunch.
No, we couldn't have done it without the lunch. The Langley Main Street Association provided the lunch. They got sandwiches from Kate Johnson of the Tipsy Gourmet.
Beautiful. Look at the
Hey, all right. And I think the sandwiches were pretty excellent. And then there was the coffee provided by Sweet Mona of Sweet Mona's Chocolates.
Yay.
Great. Okay.
I can work on the other side, I can work over here, or I can...
We haven't done anything over there. It'd be nice to see some progress over there.
I'll go there. And I'll
Thank you. Coming in hot. Burning wood, coming in hot.
Well, that was a day well spent.
I'll say, yeah. And
Mission accomplished.
I think I got my swearing out of my system, so I think we're good. Coming in hot. Coming in hot. Burning wood, coming in hot. Well, she asked, so what kind of colors? And I told her these ladies have worked their butts off, helping us do amazing work. So she said, oh, so cheery? Yeah, cheery. Exactly. She grows all her flowers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. She's always here for the Friday market, Flying Bear Farm.
Oh, wow.
So now we're a couple of days after you did the work party here at the stream.
Yeah.
And you came back and you did a little cleanup yesterday, I think. And so how'd that go?
That went well. We dug out blackberry crowns, which, boy, we specialize at that, and raked twiggy stuff out of the stream, pulled a little more bindweed and horsetail at the other end, and pretty much set it up so that water could flow unobstructed the whole way, which was quite thrilling.
And you mentioned something about the wildlife.
Yeah, it was nice. When you talked with Fran, she mentioned how nice it would be for people to be able to look in and see birds bathing. And after we finished yesterday, saw a couple of goldfinches over there getting a drink. There were a couple of chickadees in the filbert going down for water. And then saw a Steller's jay land in the sun up at the other end and just spent a good few minutes splashing away. That was lovely. He couldn't have done that last week.
Yeah, no.
And even if he could, nobody would have witnessed it.
Yeah, very nice. Well, this is certainly looking ever so much better. What do we can we expect to see over the next 12 months?
Well, this the stuff that we cut back, they're all natives, and we're going to see regrowth, new buds breaking, and there's green on some of the wood that we left down there. So we're going to see the native shrubbery flourish again. And I think one thing that we won't see, and that will happen over the course of the next year, but we won't see it fall into a state of disrepair like it did. I think this has attracted enough interest and enthusiasm that people will feel proprietary about wanting to do something to maintain it.
Yeah.
One of the tenants in the Porter building on the other side of the stream said, gosh, if I'd have known, I would have volunteered. When I moved in a year ago, I wanted to be able to see the stream, and now I can. Thanks.
Yeah.
So
It's really cool. And your contributions, Max, were terrific, including, I'll have to say, I really dug the stomp bit that you did.
Yeah, the stomp is, for me, the most important part of the process, both physically and mentally and kind of spiritually, the stomp. It's really
It's a cool groove you had going there, and it seemed to really be effective for getting that truck loaded.
It is effective. It's one of the most effective ways that I've found to load a truck, and I've experimented with many different methods,
You can use your
both
hands.
Western and Eastern.
Oh, yeah.
There are a lot of different ways. People have been loading trucks since back before the wheel, even, really. So
Yeah, keep on trucking, man.
keep on trucking.
So I was thinking that we should get out, maybe a bass ukulele and have him overdub some, bass lines for you.
Sublime.
It would. It'd be really cool, guys.
Yeah, next time.
Yeah.
okay, we'll
Yeah.
do it.
Let's let it get really bad again, so that then we have to come back and do everything all over again. We can do
Well,
that.
so here's the strategy there is that, if next time you're having to load a really big vehicle, a dump truck, say, that's the time to pull in the bass line.
Right.
Yep.
Well, yeah, that you need that nice, big, heavy, meaty sound for an even bigger stomp.
Yeah.
That'd be appropriate.
And so you're not wearing the taps today, so we aren't going to get a little sample of
it.
it.
Unfortunately not. Yeah, I mean, that's only really for deep water activity.
I've heard from your neighbors that that's how you start your day.
Yeah, well, I've gotten some complaints, but I just tell them it's part of who I am.
Yeah.
So you're just going to have to,
Just tell them to stomp it.
yeah, why don't you go stomp it? Go stomp yourself.
Well, thanks, guys. This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you,
and
Robbie.
I can't believe how fast you did it. I mean, it took, half an hour or something?
5 minutes.
Well, in truth, we spent about, 8.5 hours on Friday. And to my surprise,
I was the only one, it seems, who felt that we would get as far as we did.
Yeah, we were. There was a lot of pessimists amongst us.
Some skepticism, definitely.
But we did it.
Yes.
So
Blazing.
we had a great crew.
Yeah, a lot of good help, good volunteers.
Yeah.
Good lunch, good coffee.
Mind you, I only caught a fraction of the cussing that with all that coming in hot.
Yeah, I think actually I probably didn't swear as much as I thought I did.
No,
I
you were
was
probably
having such a
feeling it
good
more
time.
than
Yeah. Yeah, it was very satisfying.
Yeah.
Except for the part when the water went in my boot because it got way too deep.
Yeah, but that's coming in cold. It doesn't
That was
count.
coming in cold. Yeah.
All right, guys. So, we'll catch up. We'll do a little bit retrospective sometime in the next 12 months, right?
Great. Sounds good.
All right.
Thanks, Robbie.
Hi, Stomp.
Hi, Stomp.
Cheers.
Because I only like to be caught in the act of being capable.
Oh, I see. Well, I've got a caper.
GCEA. Max's cat has fleas. Moose.
That the Izzy, she'd kill you.